Avery Haines, and welcome to Health on the Line. How'd you like to show up at work whenever you want? Have the company pick up the cost of dinner? Have a daycare in the building? How about coffee bars and employee lounges, gyms, and even big screen TVs? It's a dream some employees are living. There's a new book out showcasing the top 100 places to work in Canada, and we visited one of them, Alias in Toronto. Take a look.
Alias is the world's leading developer of 3D software tools for animation modeling and design. We have an Academy Award that we were given as a special Oscar by the Academy a year ago for really creating a paradigm shift in the development of tools that help filmmakers bring their imagination and ideas to life. I think this is a different kind of company on the Canadian scene, and as a result we tend to employ creative people in a very creative, innovative, unusual physical and organizational setting.
There's definitely a high energy and positive energy at this company. How can you not be positive about being in the environment that you want to be in if everybody's happy? So it's a great place. Everyone you work with here loves it here. So it just kind of, you know, it's a chain reaction from there. It just goes on, and so it's fun. I can't express how much fun it is. There's things like the conferences itself, the parties, but then there's also things like we celebrate, you know, the deck opening party by just having everyone come up on the deck in the summertime to celebrate that spring is here. So what other company does that?
I think my favorite thing about Alias is the people that I've gotten to meet and relationships I've been able to form, friendships, not only with employees at Alias, but with our suppliers, with our customers.
Last night I went rock climbing with my boss and like a bunch of my friends from work, and this morning I was tired and I just kind of wander in whenever I feel like it and leave whenever I feel like it. And just as long as you get your work done, it's up to you to make sure that you fit in all your hours and stuff. So that's really nice. It's good for you and it's good for the company as well, because you end up, you know, working much more effectively.
Each portion of the building or function is able to create an environment that's conducive to what they do here. So you'll notice throughout the building that there are very, very different decor, colors. For example, we have one of our engineers that has a piranha tank next to his desk, and he feeds it and takes care of it. In our environment, we have things, you know, like artwork and personal things. So you're able to customize really for what you do and what you like.
You'll find as you walk around this office there's meetings going on, but there's laughter going on in those offices. People have a good time. They enjoy doing what they're doing here. People just tend to do a lot of different activities. The employees go out of their way to play hockey on Wednesdays in the afternoons, to play ultimate frisbee, to do softball games, and generally just to have a good time. So as much as we like to work hard, we also like to play hard, and it makes a big difference.
No!
I see it paying off in terms of employees staying with the company. I see it paying off in terms of our being able to attract 100% of the people we want to have join us from around the world, because we are a global company and we do hire from around the world. And I see it paying off in terms of our financial and business results, and in terms of how our customers view us in the marketplace.
I smile and laugh a lot more here than any place I've ever worked at, so that goes to show for it.
At the end of the day, a lot of physical health issues derive from mental health issues, and a lot of mental health issues derive from having an environment that doesn't treat people right. And so if you start with the premise that all people are valuable and all people come to work to try to do something great, and if you are supportive of people trying to do those great things, then I find that a lot of the other issues tend to either not appear or to resolve themselves.
David Wexler from Alias is here now. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for inviting me.
You realize that the minute anybody sees this, they're going to be pounding down your door saying, can I have a job? Are you looking for television hosts at Alias?
We wouldn't say no to television hosts, just like we don't say no to anyone who's got a creative bent.
Because that's amazing. Just looking at your company, your office, it's the antithesis of what you expect an office to be, with the little cubicles, the lack of windows. It looks like a combination of restaurant and loft and lounge.
It is a combination of all those things, and I think it's a reflection on the diversity of people we bring in from around the world, and also what it is we're asking them to do. We're asking them to express themselves. We're asking them to be creative. And so we have a work environment that hopefully helps to nurture that.
And there's never any concern that that work environment is seems so much about play that the work doesn't get done?
We work hard and we play hard, and it seems that rather than taking us too much to the play side, it just helps to unleash the creativity that our people have.
So you've got the pool table, the coffee lounges, the come in when you want, leave when you want. The philosophy behind that is what? Come and go as you please is what?
I would say that it's probably a reflection of the fact that we treat people as adults. You know, we hire people for their talents and their creativity and intelligence, and we're all individuals, and we all march according to a different drummer. And really our goal, my goal in part, is to bring everybody together and have us work to achieve the results we're looking for, but not try to form everybody into a certain mold.
I guess that's so true, for example, if someone who is creative has their creative energy burst between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., and then the thought of getting up to be at work for 9 would just kill that, wouldn't it?
It would. We do have people that work those crazy hours. It's one of the things that I think we're very relaxed about. I was asked a couple of years ago, for example, what are our official hours of work, and I think I've always struggled to answer that. And we don't actually have it posted anywhere because people do work differently according to how they're motivated, and it just all seems to work.
Talk to me a little bit about the benefits. How does your benefit package differ, do you think, from someone who's working at a bank, for example, or
Sure.
someplace that doesn't have the same kind of routine that you guys have?
So we do take benefits very seriously, and we do offer comprehensive benefits. One of the things that we have deliberately done has been to stay away from a flex benefits approach, because when you have flex benefits, you're asking employees to take time away from the things that they and you would like them to be able to focus on to make choices around benefits. And formal benefits aside, you know, we offer a lot of things that employees are constantly coming up with. So if employees say now would be a good time for a party, or there's something that we want to celebrate, or we think it would be great for the company to take a look at a certain new benefit, then we'll absolutely consider it. And we survey our employees on an annual basis and take the survey results very seriously, and they help to guide us in terms of what employees are looking for.
I think that's what's probably so empowering. Like all that other stuff aside, it looks like an amazing place to walk into work. But to actually have the bosses want to know what you think about how the company is or isn't working seems like it's very empowering and humanizing in a way that may not be at other places.
It is very empowering. Our employees tend to be rather outspoken, and apart from the survey, we bring our employees together quarterly, and then we bring all our employees together from around the world once a year. And what happens in those get-togethers is that employees tend to speak their mind. And I don't believe that employees would do that if they did not feel empowered, nor feel that management would listen and act upon what they are voicing.
Now, the people who work for Alias seem to be, just from what we saw there, on the young side. You've got, you're kind of in the early 20s and the early 30s. Do you think your company will have challenges when you're dealing with people who are looking at maternity leave and other issues as opposed to just kind of partying? Mm-hmm.
Alias has been around for 20 years, and so a lot of our employees who have stayed with us over that time are, of course, going through various life changes. So we see more parents, we see more individuals who want to take more time off to be with their growing families, and as a company we've evolved with that. The average length of stay at Alias is now about 8 years, and we do have a lot of employees who've been with us for 15, 16, 17 years. So we have a lot of employees who are young, but we tend to have a mix of employees reflecting all the different ages.
And I guess that's what the crux of it is for you, isn't it? Making work as enjoyable a place to be so that people will stay.
It's what it's all about. In our industry, you know, our human capital is what the company is, and when it walks out every night, all of the company's assets are walking out, and so it's very important to have the kind of environment that has these individuals wanting to come back and share their talents.
How does your pay equate with other companies in the same field?
We do benchmark surveys on an annual basis. We do those globally, and we deliberately and philosophically make sure that we're paying in the top quartile. And there are different quartiles for tracking pay in the marketplace.
What's a quartile? Sorry.
So top 25% of
okay,
employers.
Top quarter? Okay.
Yes. And
that's business speak that I don't
get. Sorry. but ultimately, what we're really trying to do is to make sure we are paying very competitively with the marketplace, and that we are reflecting in our compensation and benefits practices the fact that we employ the best people in the world.
And how amazing for you to be 2 years in a row on this book of top 100 companies?
We're really thrilled, and we don't take it for granted. It's something that we work very hard at. It's something that we constantly monitor to see how we can make things better. And I was saying before coming on here that one of the things I do is to take a look at the other 99 companies in MacLean's top 100 to see what are the things that we have yet to introduce that we could take a look at introducing.
I'm going to ask you what you found when you looked at the other 99. When we come back, we do have to take a break. Coming up next, we'll meet a man who studied whether making your employees happy actually makes you money. You're watching Health on the Line. Please stay with us.